Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I'm the Gray Strega, and I'm here to give you your daily collective read for today, Tuesday, March 28th, 2023. What do we have coming through in the cards for today? Can I please get the first card for our 5-card spread? First card coming through, actually one of the cards that we pulled with the card of the day recently. Love to see it. We have a 6 of Wands coming through. So today is going to be marked with a moment of victory or achievement, having a feeling of being seen and recognized for some of your endeavors today, be it in your social or personal or professional circles. We love seeing this card to start our reading. Can I please get the next card in our 5-card spread? Next card we have coming through right now is, and this is very intriguing, Chariot energy in its reversal. So even while you're having a moment right now that is being marked by some sense of personal accomplishment, feeling seen, feeling recognized, feeling that moment of achievement, there is some consideration that needs to be paid right now as it relates to the energies that you are potentially working with in this time. The Chariot speaks very much around collective unified energy, and maybe having some moment right now that is calling attention to some circumstance or situation that you may be feeling some difficulty in moving forward in a in a specific direction or course of action with outside energy. There is some kind of conflict potentially arising here in terms of what you ideally would like to see moving forward versus what they are. Some attention being paid to this even as you're having this moment of achievement. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now. The next card we are seeing in our 5-card spread makes a lot of sense considering the point that we're seeing you in here right now. So as we are seeing, there is this moment right now where you are paying a lot of mind to the areas that you are seeing a lot of achievement and success moving forward, while at the same time recognizing that there are some other areas right now that do require some work, specifically around the goals, around the energies that you are working with, making sure that you are committed to the same direction or course of action. And this is bringing about our center card for today's spread, the Justice card, a need for balance, looking for some way to create a better sense of balance between what you are trying to achieve versus the energies around you, and putting a lot of effort and energy into creating that balance for yourself right now as you go forward. Continuing to get clarification right now on the cards for today, we are getting Page of Cups. So more positive energy coming through right now, even as you're going through this moment of feeling some success or achievement or moving in the direction of those places that you're being seen and recognized. We do see that there are some outside energies coming through right now that are moving in a place of creating a sense of joy and optimism, maybe even a bit of kind of more playfulness that we're also recognizing here, that this is a positive energy, but this may also call to mind some issues that have to be potentially addressed with this Chariot energy, because we will point out that while the Page of Cups is very much intent on their own joy, on creating these moments of joy for themselves, there might be a misalignment between what this outside energy is intending or planning as it relates to their own desires versus your desires, which may be more focused on reaching some like higher level points of achievement right now. So this could also be addressing some of the disparity we're seeing. But overall, there's even an understanding with this energy that though it might not necessarily be completely aligned to your own goals, it's not necessarily coming from a negative place. It's just a little bit more interested in like the things that bring a certain level of like joy and carefreeness, if you will. The final card for today's 5-card spread is King of Cups in its reversal. This could also have a little bit to do with that Chariot energy. This will feel a bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy right now, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. And it's very intriguing because we saw this card in its upright yesterday. So we are seeing that there is some disparity of energy, and this could also be talking to where some of this Chariot in reverse card is, because we're seeing that while there are some energies coming towards you right now, some are very much like moving on like a more low level kind of place where they're putting a lot of energy into like enjoyment, creating a nice sense of time, being able to create these moments of joy with you. While there may simply be another energy, if you're a feminine right now, about a manifestation of masculine that you still have some attention that you're putting towards, that you don't feel is in energetic alignment with you emotionally. This could be representing itself in one of two ways. This could be feeling a cutting off of emotions from this energy right now, or an overabundance or overexertion of their own emotional landscape that doesn't give you the availability to make that emotional connection point with it. For masculine energy right now, there could be something that you are basically addressing right now, whereas even as you're moving forward into some places of accomplishment, there is some disparity around the energies near you right now in terms of the path going forward, and potentially even feeling like some of those energies are not necessarily taking things as seriously as you potentially are. And there is something about creating some kind of emotional disharmony for you right now, feeling a bit of an overwhelm of emotions, even as you're trying to achieve a state of balance at this point. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now, clarification between our Six of Wands in combination with our Chariot in its reversal. So really moving right now in the direction of your own personal achievements and victories, though paying some attention to some energetic misalignments or energy that you don't necessarily feel is potentially moving in the direction or with the conviction that you yourself have into certain different like avenues or perspectives. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with a King of Pentacles in its reversal. Again, going to feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. For feminine energy right now, this could be the clarification that we're seeing around this Chariot in its reversal. That while you are moving in right now with a lot of directionality to your own points of achievement, there may be some concentration around some energy around you that you don't feel is necessarily aligned, or have some concerns about whether they are aligned on the same path with you, if there is this ability to move forward with it. And it's calling attention to the fact that there's something about this energy that is creating some sense of tangible instability. This could be an instability that you recognize within this energy around their own material stability, or it could be a situation where they're creating something unstable around you, and that is also creating a difficulty as you go forward on this point. Continuing to get clarification between this Chariot energy and its reversal and this lovely Justice card, putting a lot of time and attention and consideration right now into the energies around you, specifically the ones that you feel are potentially not giving you the clarity about their direction or their goals moving forward, working very hard to create this sense of balance even as you are experiencing this in some capacity. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with a Queen of Wands in its reversal. So this is creating, again, a sense of a reflection point that we're also experiencing. We also saw her, I believe, yesterday in her upright. So there is a bit of a blockage happening today that needs to be addressed. Specifically going to feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy, bearing in mind this is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. Whereas for feminine right now, one of the reasons or one of the degrees that you are truly trying to correct this energetic imbalance is that something about this imbalance is putting you at a deficit. It is making it harder for you to communicate. It is making it harder for you to express yourself. It is making it harder for you to feel like you are in energetic alignment, if you will. It's starting to kind of create this blockage for you, which is why we see you putting so much attention in trying to find the way to correct it. While for masculine right now, this could be feeling a blockage in terms of the energetic movement going forward around a feminine energy that may not necessarily be in communication with you, or you do not necessarily feel is aligning to your own goals and path. And it is this blockage in communication or this inaccessibility with this feminine representation of energy that is something that you are working very hard to correct today to try to create a better sense of balance. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now, clarification between this Justice card and a Page of Cups. So trying to create balance right now, and this could even be a bit of moderation that we see coming towards you right now, putting a lot of attention into getting more serious, getting more focused, trying to moderate or balance some of those more easy activities, the things that kind of like help take the pressure off. This could even be these outside energies that are trying to like encourage you to like move more in a space of like fun, you know, youthful energy, but trying to find that balance between, in a way, like more of that like party mentality versus like what you're trying to move forward with in terms of your own sense of accomplishments. May I please get one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with the moon in its reversal. So this could also express itself a lot right now in putting some attention or care today in creating a sense of balance, specifically both with your own ability to like move in spaces and places and in the direction of energy that is coming through in a more youthful, more how do I express this, more frivolous way, if you will. This could also be seeing around some energy that is in your life right now that you feel are embodying these qualities, and trying to get some clarity of purpose there so that you can create some sort of balance point between this energy and its intentions, again, to potentially correct some of that chariot energy that we see here. A lot of desires today we're seeing in trying to get clarification on intentions to move things forward in the direction that you are truly hoping to achieve right now. Clarification right now between our Page of Cups and a King of Cups in its reversal. So we are seeing right now for masculine energy, this is a moment of feeling some sort of emotional overwhelm. Something has triggered you and brought you into this low energetic emotional space. And we are also seeing here that even as you're experiencing this, there may be some supportive energy around you right now that is trying to lend support, though there may also be some attention as to whether this energy is taking things as seriously as you are, which could be creating some of this energetic block. While for feminine right now, this is putting some attention right now to some of the energies around you, trying to correct that chariot. Some of them you're feeling or coming through as a bit more frivolous or carefree in a positive way, but maybe not with a lot of seriousness, while another attention may be focused right now to a masculine energy that you feel is in some kind of emotional disconnect with you, either pulling back their energies or over expressing their energies in non-positive habits. This could also be speaking today a lot if you are someone who deals with vices, of feeling some sort of overwhelm as it relates to those vices, specifically with the encourage, like especially for masculine energy. If you are someone who deals with this is something that may feel like a challenge point to you, because we're seeing here that this often can speak of feeling that overwhelm moment, and this type of energy around you right now to support that is not necessarily helping. It might be encouraging it. So just a little bit of a watchword there. May I please get one card to clarify? Two cards to clarify coming out right now. And this is very intriguing because we see here that even in this moment, we have coming through to clarify a Queen of Swords in combination with a Two of Swords in its reversal. So for masculine energy, there could be a moment right now where you are feeling this emotional overwhelm and feeling that this could be some sort of triggering event that is creating an emotional overwhelm, specifically because there is a manifestation of feminine energy that you have a lot of attention paid towards right now that is putting up boundaries and potentially even cutting things off to a degree right now as they kind of recognize that you are in this state. So it's not necessarily helping in this manner even as you're experiencing it. While for feminine right now, this is a moment of really putting up boundaries and cutting off any particular energy you don't feel is coming towards you in the most serious fashion. This could be related to energies that you feel are being a bit more self-serving or more frivolous, or a masculine energy that you feel is in an emotional disconnect from you or experiencing a point of emotional overwhelm. So a lot of boundary setting being laid today, and the masculine and feminine energy experiencing it in very different ways. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now. Clarification between our King of Pentacles in its reversal in combination with a Queen of Wands in its reversal. So a bit of ungrounded energy right now today for masculine and feminine energy. For feminine, some care and attention being paid towards a representation of masculine that you feel is creating some level of instability around you, or has a deep level of instability in their own life. While for masculine, some attention being paid to a feminine energy that you may feel that you are not in communication with or is negatively communicating with you, feeling this misalignment moment in terms of these two energies. May I please get clarification on these cards? Clarification coming with a Two of Wands in its reversal. The response here is there is a profound lack of communication coming through on these two energies right now. That there is some obstruction as it relates to what the plans look like going forward. And it is this inability to set that path going forward, feeling that blockage, that is creating a moment for feminine where they are feeling like they're pulling their energy back, they are feeling non-communicative or negatively communicating because they're in this energetic space. While for masculine energy right now, there is something about not being able to see this clarity in terms of the future plans that is creating this sense of ungroundedness. This could even be, I'll actually point out, for the masculine energy right now, this could be experiencing a moment of a material instability as it relates to your time, energy, the things that you need to do, that is making it difficult to set potential plans right now with the feminine energy, and experiencing the fact that you're recognizing that this is potentially also aiding and abetting to this blockage that you're feeling around this energy. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now, clarification between our Queen of Wands in its reversal in combination with the Moon card. So there's something very interesting here happening for the feminine energy, bearing in mind this is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. For feminine energy right now, this is a moment where you are feeling at a bit of a loss as it relates to your own powers of communication. But we see that the reason that you're feeling like this is because you are drawing your own conclusions to a certain extent. That something around the circumstances and situations that's occurring around you is giving you some clarity, is allowing some truth that you feel is being revealed. And it is that truth that is coming forward through the experiences that you're having right now, potentially around this ungrounded, stable masculine energy and this Chariot in its reversal, that is simply pulling you into a bit of a communication detriment, pulling your energy back, not necessarily communicating to certain areas, maybe even having some negative communication right now, because you do feel like this is creating a block in terms of what you are trying to accomplish and setting your plans going forward. While for masculine energy right now, we are seeing that there is an issue right now or circumstance where some truth is being revealed, potentially around a feminine energy that you feel is not necessarily being as open and communicative as you would potentially desire. May I please get one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with a Four of Pentacles in its reversal. This is leading to a moment of releasing and expressing and putting energy forward. We're at Pentacles in its reversal. This is leading to a moment of releasing and expressing and putting energy forward. We're actually seeing here with the feminine energy that even while there is this blockage of communication because there is some truth that's being revealed here or some truth that they think that they have fallen upon, we do see here that feminine is in a moment where they do not feel like holding back or sitting still, that they have this desire to give forward. They have this desire to materially invest in things right now. And they're trying to get the clarity of purpose into the places that are preventing them from doing that to their full capacity. Because while we see that the desire is here, there is this block of limitation as feminine tries to understand why these things aren't coming towards them with the same amount of effort that they themselves are giving. While for masculine energy right now, this is a moment of feeling this blockage with the feminine, having some truths becoming revealed at this moment, even as you're experiencing this, and maybe putting a lot of care and energy right now into trying to provide something towards this feminine energy to give them the clarity to potentially erase or eradicate this blockage that you're feeling as it relates to that energy aligning with you or communicating with you or making plans with you at this time. Continuing to get clarification between these cards right now, clarification between the Moon card in its reversal in combination with the Queen of Swords and the Two of Swords in its reversal. For feminine right now, people better be honest. There better be some honesty coming through, because feminine is getting honesty. They are getting truth one way or another, by hook or by crook. Feminine is really taking the valuable lessons that they see. They're not operating in a place of illusion, and they're using the truth that is self-evident to them at this moment to lay down some serious boundaries and to cut off anything, to follow their intuition, to allow that intuitive guidance to give them the clarity of sight that they need, to cut off the things that they think are not serving them, and holding those boundaries rigidly right now. While for masculine energy right now, there is a moment of understanding or recognition about being able to be honest and truthful towards a feminine energy that you recognize is cutting off anything that isn't coming towards them in that fashion, and that is holding a lot of boundaries until they have this clarity. May I please have one card to clarify? I'm very intrigued to see what this card is. May I see that card, please? Clarification. Oh my gosh. Yep, we've got the King and the Queen of Wands, and it's reversal today coming through. So what's going on, masculine energy? What is this energy that we're seeing here? Right? Because what we're really seeing here is, while there is this moment right now of acknowledging that there is a feminine energy that requires honesty and clarity and communication, because they are going to easily cut things off from those places that don't give it to them and are putting their boundaries up. This is leading masculine to a moment where they are not rising to the challenge to a degree that there's something here about this creating the blockage for the masculine to communicate at this time, having some anxiety that what they may be communicating may cause this energy that is putting up their boundaries to effectively just cut them off entirely. While for feminine energy right now, it is the lack of clarity and communication from a masculine energy that is giving them all the clarity that they need at this time, that is allowing them to cut them off because their boundaries are up. Oh God, these energies drive me nuts. Why do I do this? It's okay. It's okay. Oh, geez, Louise. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. At least we know why the Chariot's up in its reversal. At least we can recognize why the Chariot's up in its reversal. All right, let's get clarity on these cards. Clarification coming through the lack of communication, but also the desire to give forth. Clarification, please, for the desire, the inability to feel that there is something that's creating this blockage and making future plans, but also this like real deep need to have these things come forward, to be able to give in this moment. May I please have one card to clarify? Jeez Louise, world in its reversal. This is chaos. This is a chaotic moment. This is leading to a moment of chaos, because we see here that the energies for masculine and feminine is that they do want to come forward in a material way right now, but there is some blockage coming through as it relates to like what those plans for the future look like. And the whole situation is just creating a sense of absolute chaos for both energies right now. Feeling this chaos, wanting to correct it by putting in any kind of energy that you can right now in order to do so, but also not necessarily getting the communication that you need to help build this path going forward. Chariot in reversal indeed. Clarification between our Four of Pentacles and our King of Wands in its reversal. So a desire right now that will feel a little bit different from feminine and masculine energy. Masculine pouring a lot of energy right now, really giving forth in some areas of their tangible life right now. Work, professional, anything that's requiring this time and energy and commitment, but also feeling this potential blockage as it relates to laying down plans or being absolutely honest and communicative, feeling a communication block. While for feminine right now, feeling the desire to want to lay these things on the table, to have this expression, to be open and honest and have these tangibles worked out around you, and feeling a lot of attention right now directed towards a masculine representation that you feel is not being as communicative as you would desire from them. Maybe even feeling some concerns around manipulation around this energy because of that lack of clarity. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with the Seven of Cups. So this is creating a moment of overwhelm and uncertainty, both for masculine and feminine energy. That there is something here that is really requiring a moment of grounding, of really assessing what it is that you're truly trying to go after right now, to make sure that you're not operating from a point of illusion, and as you go forward from this point. For masculine right now, this is going to be feeling like a deep sense of overwhelm, a deep uncertainty as it relates to what you want and what you're truly going after. Because while we see here that you're putting a lot of time and energy into different things right now, we're also seeing that there is this long-term block in terms of your overall plans and your own sense of power going forward. And this is the correction point needed in isolating and securing what it is that you truly desire, that we understand comes from within, not from seeing what is around you. While for feminine right now, this is experiencing potentially an energy where you are desiring right now to give forth in a big way, feeling some expression of masculine that is not communicating with you as clearly or to the degree and capacity that you would desire, and creating this moment of uncertainty, but also potentially considering that one of the reasons that this energy is in this state is because they are not sure what they want and they're not being clear with their directionality. And this is now making you have a moment of uncertainty around this energy. Both energies really need to focus on what it is that they're truly after at this moment. The final two cards for today's spread, World in its reversal in combination with the Seven of Cups. Feeling this moment of chaos expressing itself around you right now, potentially feeling a state of overwhelm. Grounding is key right now, specifically because there is a bit of uncertainty opening up right now in terms of the plans going forward. Feeling this overwhelm, feeling this lack of direction, feeling this uncertainty, really seeing that there's a need right now to ground, to make sure that you know what it is that you are truly going after and going forward with at this moment, and not operating from a place of illusion. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification. I like it. Clarification coming right now with the Magician. So what we're really seeing here for masculine and feminine energy is there is some situation or circumstance that is arising right now that is creating a sense of imbalance around you. Feeling this imbalance and disorder, and also experiencing a moment of not being certain how to move forward, anxiety around making the wrong choice, anxiety around kind of operating from a place of illusion instead of clarity. But, and this is what we like, using this moment to really put the focus back on oneself and what you can achieve within oneself. Harnessing even the materials around you right now to make the best of this situation, to ground, to focus your efforts and energies on what it is that you're trying to manifest, to bring this chaotic energy into practical, pragmatic focus. Bottom of the deck on this reading right now is Eight of Pentacles. So there's something about this circumstance or situation that is calling attention to your own work, to the things that you're passionate about in the tangible sense. This could be passion projects. This could be your own profession. Something here creating a point of anxiety or frustration, even as you move forward in this point. It's not just the fact that this energy is so chaotic. It is feeling a bit like it may affect your own ability to do work or how you get work done, which is also creating this sense of additional chaos to add to this. And a lot of focus right now being paid on how to make something work and putting attention into what might not necessarily be practical in the long run in terms of like being able to work in general around these energies. That is our daily collective read for the day. I want to thank you guys so much for being here and experiencing it with me. Just a reminder, if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can book one on my website, graystrega.com. My private readings are done over Zoom with the option of recording sent to you afterwards. And if you're a subscriber to my TikTok, you can take 10% off any of my services when you pay. Just mention my subscriber ID at the point of payment. That is our daily collective read for the day, and we will do this again tomorrow.